I'm Mark Medina with the LA Times Lakers blog, standing next to someone who doesn't really need an introduction, but I'll do it anyway. Magic Johnson, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. This is a great event.
Yeah, well, coming off about a week ago, there's an announcement you're joining Detroit Venture Partners. How'd that all come about?
Well, Dan Gilbert, who's the owner of the Cleveland Cavaliers and a resident of Detroit, started a fund a little while ago, even without me. And he gave me a call, said, look, we're trying to rebuild Detroit, trying to keep young, great minds in Detroit. And they started this fund, the Detroit Venture Partners, and he wanted me to be a part of it. And I said, you know what, you're doing great work. You're going to be putting a lot of people to work back home in Detroit. I definitely want to be a part of it. So I joined them, and we're excited. The response has been overwhelming, and so we're going to do some great things back home.
You obviously have local connections, once to Michigan State, but as far as just their initiatives and their ideas, what was it about them that appealed to you?
Well, I think because they really care about the state of Michigan, really care about the city of Detroit, and wanted to keep the talented people who go to the University of Detroit, Wayne State University, Michigan, University of Michigan, Michigan State, Central Michigan, Western Michigan, Eastern Michigan, all those talented young people. They wanted to keep them right there in home, in the state of Michigan, in Detroit, to start their own business there so that they can hire people from Michigan as well.
Right. Now, I know there's an NBA lockout. You can't talk about the current Lakers at this point, correct?
No, I can't.
But you're allowed to talk about your own teams, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Well, NBA TV, they played some historical games. Game 6 of 1980 NBA Finals, Game 4 of the 87 NBA Finals, then Game 5 of the 1991 Western Conference semifinals. You watch some of those games?
Oh, yeah. I was a fan. I was watching my team. And, you know, it brought back great memories. And we had so much fun because that team was all about winning and playing together, whether it was on defense or offense. Pat Riley was our outstanding coach. And Showtime was in full effect. And we represented the city of Los Angeles, I think, to the fullest, and brought back a lot of championships. So, you know, and people fail to realize we were in the finals, 9 out of 12 years. We won 5 championships, so it was an amazing run.
I know these were different circumstances, and your team made the NBA Finals during that attempt at three-peating that fell. But what challenges were there in trying to three-peat that season? I know, obviously, you and Byron got hurt, but what were some of the other challenges in that year?
You know, a lot of times it's just not your year, you know, when you think about the injuries we had against Detroit Pistons. And it was probably their time. It was their time to win. They had a strong team when you think about Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars and Bill Laimbeer and Mark Aguirre. I mean, they were strong. And then we're not even talking about Dennis Rodman or John Sally. So they had a strong team, and they were focused, and it was just their turn to win the championship.
What do you remember about that season, with specifically it being Kareem's last season and all the festivities that were surrounding that?
What I take away from that season was, you know, the tour that we were on, because he was on his farewell tour. And then what people fail to realize, we were really playing on top of our game. We hadn't lost a playoff game. So we were really playing well. And then, of course, in Game 1, Byron pulled his hamstring. In Game 2, I pulled mine. So we just didn't give ourselves a chance to compete against Detroit.
Now, Lakers are undergoing a new coaching change with Mike Brown. I know you can't talk about that, but when you went through that coaching change with Pat Riley left, Mike Dunleavy took the helm, what was that transition period like?
Well, it was a big transition because we went from one system, which was up and down, Showtime, and running and gunning. So Mike's system was a more half court and him calling all the plays. So it was hard for us to get used to that. It took us a full season to get used to Mike. And then one day we had a meeting, and I said, Coach Dunleavy, just let me run the offense. I know what to do. Put trust in me. And sure enough, we came in, I think, 4th. And we end up upsetting Portland and going to the 91 finals, and the Bulls beat us. But we caught fire just at the right time in the playoffs.
Now, I know your own standard is obviously the championship, and so is the Lakers. But that season, I mean, what was integral in just being able to get to that championship, series, even with the coaching change?
Yeah, well, it was tough. It was tough in the beginning because you had Vlade came in. We had Sam Perkins, James Worthy, myself, and Byron. But so not only did we have a new coach, but then we had a new center too. You know, so a lot of things changed for us. But again, we came together, we learned how to play with each other, and it all paid off right in the playoffs. And I'm just happy because anytime you're around the championship, that's all you want.
Right.
And again, we went right back there our third time in a row. And even though we lost, I take that all day long, just being around it.
And lastly, Magic, we're here at Loyola Marymount University. We're going to talk with one of my colleagues, Bill Plaschke. What are you looking forward to this event?
Well, just having fun, interacting with Bill as well as the fans. This is great for me. I haven't done one of these talks, so it'll be exciting, and I think exciting for the fans. And I just want to thank the LA Times for putting it on and bringing all these great people together and having this event.
Those are the thoughts of the one and only Magic Johnson. Magic, thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Have a good time.